Welcome back to my YouTube channel, friends. Welcome back. Hope you all doing okay, and hope that you did enjoy your weekend. Or you spend it with your family and so on during the lockdown also. All right, so hope everyone doing okay. So yes, I'm back here again another Monday, right? Where I can be back here again to reason with you on another topic. And I know you're going to enjoy this reasoning that I have for you. So stick around, don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss my topic because you know I always come with something good. So stick around, stick and stay. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. I know you're still there waiting to hear the topic that I have for you today, right? And as you can see, I'm getting used to now not wearing the hat, right? All right. Yes. So the topic is, should husband and wife outside of their marriage have a best friend from the opposite sex? Should husband and wife outside of their marriage have a best friend from the opposite sex? And we are going to go down into that reasoning. Yes. Because I know a lot of persons don't think nothing wrong with it, while a lot think that something wrong with it, right? Yes. So we are going to go down into that reasoning now. All right. Now, if we see how the Bible refers to a husband and wife, how they should be, that in itself should tells you that there shouldn't be any person, anyone outside of the marriage that should have that attachment to both person than more than each other. Now, the Bible refers to even in Ephesians. You can read Ephesians 5 verse 22 onwards, right? And you will see how the Bible or what the Bible say about about the man and the woman, how they are supposed to be with each other, right? I refers to the man should leave his father and his mother and cling to his wife, and both of them should become one, right? And it speaks about the wife submitting to her own husband, and it speaks about the husband should love his wife, right? And also read it in Genesis 2 verse 24 also, right? That tells you. So following up on that, that clearly tell you that God is saying that both husband and wife should cling to each other as one, right? As one. So outside of that union, there shouldn't be any one outside of that where the husband or the wife have a close bond relationship with, right? It shouldn't be, right? Because that in itself can cause problems. So any best friend that both husband and wife should have, it should be with both of them, right? It should be with both of them. Both of them should be each other best friend. And so if you venture off outside of that union, right? If the wife should venture outside of that union, having a best male friend, right, that is going to take away from her husband, right, being her best friend, right? And that bondness will end up share with such person, right, when it should be only with the husband. And if the husband venture off having a best friend, a best female friend, it is going to affect his friendship of being a best friend to his wife, right? It is going to affect it. So both husband and wife should not have a best friend outside of with the opposite sex outside of their marriage, right? And maybe someone is saying, so if they can't have a best friend with the opposite, then that means they can have a best friend with the same sex. Then no, as well. No, as well. Because any best friend supposed to be there is supposed to be with both husband and wife. And as the Bible says that when you join together, you both become one flesh. One. Right? You both become one flesh. Cling to each other. That means the Bible is saying that both of you should be each other's best friend and everything. Right? Because if you venture off in having a best friend outside of your marriage, that person can interfere within. You are saying that that person can interfere within your marriage, because even though you might say you put a limit, sometimes the limit are violated. Sometimes it will be violated, right? Because persons will think that they have all right to barge into your home, or they will think that they have the right to have a say in your marriage. Because if you have a best friend and you are having a dispute with your spouse, right, a disagreement, right, and your spouse and your best friend end up knowing what is going on, and so he or she will think that they have the right to have a say within all that, and it is wrong, right? It shouldn't be, because many of you husband and wife keeping best friend, and when there is an issue, right, or a little teeth and tongue arise, you think that you should tell your best friend that, boy, so me and wife in on good terms because so and so, or you say, or you tell your friend that, boy, me and husband in no good terms right now, because so and so. It is wrong, and many of you do it. It is not right. Any dispute or any teeth and tongue that arises is supposed to resolve with both of you and God. So the only best friend that's supposed to be in your marriage is God. Should be the best friend in your marriage, right? Only God. There shouldn't be any other third party or any other else person. It should be you both and God. That's the only best friend you need in your relationship, in your marriage, right? So a lot of times persons step outside telling their friends what is happening within their marriage, or what is happening between both of them. It is wrong. It shouldn't be, and that is causing a lot of problem, because persons end up come into that union and voicing out and causing more problems. And it shouldn't be. God said that both persons becoming one, so both of you should talk and solve your problem, not inviting others to crowd in and to come in and have a voice, right? Your marriage will lose the respect that it's supposed to stand for, right? It will lose it when you invite others to come in. So best friend is a no. You can have associate, right? Both of you can have associate, but not having a best friend to say apart from each other, right? that will cause problem. If you did have a best friend before, now you know that your best friend now gonna channel now to both to each other, right? So you let that known, right? You let that known from the get-go that you know that if you were moving closely with someone else before you both get married, right? When it's time you're going to venture into now a different aspect of your life, you're supposed to let the person know that, well, you know that that bond, that closeness now going to transfer to my spouse now, because seeing that we are looking forward to get married and all that. Let them know and cut it off, the best friend, but you're not going to cut their friendship off. But the close tied, right? And that bonding, you know, is going to now go to your spouse, right? And many persons, they don't do that. They still keep and drag that friendship that they did have before getting married. They drag it with them in the marriage, and they drag that in with the marriage. It causes problem, because you drag that into your marriage now, inviting another person to come and have a say in your marriage and think that's wrong. That should not be, right? That should not be, and God don't support that. He supports both of you to be one, be each other best friend and everything, right? The only best friend you should have is God in the midst of your marriage. That's the only best friend you need. But as I said, you can have friends, associate, right? You can have friends, nothing wrong with that. Have friends, you know, you talk to now and then. But when you say best friend, no, best friend should be between your husband and your wife. Both of you should be each other's best friend, right? That's how God wanted, that oneness to keep between both of you. Yeah? So I hope that I will leave it here. I leave it here, and maybe I can do another part 2 reasoning of it. I don't know. But I will leave it here, and I hope that someone learned something from this little reasoning. And feel free to like, subscribe, and comment, right? I'm interested in your comment. Reason with me in the comment section. And if you agree, you know, add to what you know you would have here I mentioned, you know, and we can reason about it. All right, so share my videos, friends. Share it, and let others listen to, you know, my reasoning, and also encourage them to subscribe. And remember, hit that notification bell so whenever I post, you will be notified. All right, so I hope that you enjoy this reasoning, and keep it breezy until we come back with another reasoning again. Alright, keep it breezy, friends.